What's going on, guys? It is Super Bowl day. Holla, what's up? Let's do this. I got a Bears fan in here. Oscar, George, you guys got some fandom going on? Who you guys got teams? Dude, I'm so excited, guys. You obviously, if you've been following me, I've been doing this for months, wearing this hat. And I told you guys last summer, if Purdy's any good, we're going to the Super Bowl. We're here. Now it's time to shock the world. I got my Niners glass. I got my good beer. I'm telling you guys how it's going down today. Every prediction, it's coming. I got prop bets. I'm telling you guys what's going to happen in the Super Bowl. I'm telling you guys everything you need to know and how it's going to go down in my eyes. And I'm probably going to be 100% wrong, but it's going to be fun. And that's all that matters. So I could not go live today. All the other stuff, stock talk, whatever. This is for fun today. This is, so if you guys want to talk sports, whatever, but we're talking Niners, Chiefs, and obviously I'm impartial. This is an unbiased opinion. I have no stake in the game. So I want you guys to understand what is a very fair interpretation of tonight's events. So, alerts. Look at, baby. I got them up. I'm going to go over what I think are the best prop bets. And we'll go over them. I don't know. The line has moved on a lot of these. So I just found one that's got a bunch of stuff. But I don't know who's putting up money on this, who's to have some fun. But we're going to have a good time on this for about 45 minutes to an hour here. And before I start slurring too much. It's Niners, baby. Let's do this. All right, you guys, hey, throw in your best predictions. I already got mine in my head. I'm going to let it out soon, but throw out your best predictions for this. We're going to have so much more fun. This is a good day. This is a fun day. It's a national holiday for me. I'm not talking stocks today. If you're here for the stocks, I'm sorry. I don't care if 10 people are watching. I'm here for fun. This is a good day. Our stocks, you guys, if you want to know how I feel on our stocks and economy, all that, go watch Friday's live. Go watch my video yesterday. You guys know I feel good about it. So we're going to have fun today. So this is for the people who want to have some fun with some sports talk and Taylor Swift talk, whatever. Pfizer, I guess. Mr. IPA. I got a good IPA right now. I'm drinking Lagunitas Hazy in my Niners glass my wife got me for Christmas. So, all right, let me see here. I got, you have two different prop bets, Mark. You better tell me what they are. Not a football guy, but cheering for you tonight. Thank you, sir. It's a good excuse just to have fun. Anyways, Team Jesus. I got to share that meme later. 38-24 Niners. I love it. Right here we got, so 53% win probability for the Niners, and that's actually pretty strong. What's interesting, and the Niners are favored, but if you listen to podcasts and all the football analysis world, everybody's on the Chiefs. We definitely do not feel like the favorites. Mark, you have 49ers -2, over 47.5, Brock Purdy MVP. Ooh, I like it. Second prop bet, 49ers over, Brock Purdy for MVP, and red Gatorade. Oh, I love the red Gatorade. That's super fun. Mark, our final score, 35-27, 24-21 Chiefs. Oh, get out of here, Ryan. Oh, that's not fun. 49ers by 3. Vince says he doesn't want it to happen, but 31-21 KC. The only thing I'd say about that is that when was the last time KC scored 31? They just don't have that kind of firepower. I just don't see KC putting up those kind of points. So I think if KC wins, it's more of 24-20, 24-17, somewhere in that range. Brock Purdy's never lost with the Niners when they score over 20, not once. So that's something to look on. You got 500 on it, Steven? Oh man, what's your bet? George Alexander, buddy. Hey, listen. If you're having a rough time, that's fine. Just don't have it in my chat today. All right. Go do something else, man. Go take a walk or something. This is a good time. Screw Steelers. Did I book Monday off? No, I didn't. I didn't want to use up some of my time, so I'm going to go in tired tomorrow. That's all there is to it. 49ers by 20. I love it. Is Kaepernick playing? Thank God, no. David, 49ers linebacker is going to shut down Kelsey. In my opinion, McCaffrey will have a big day. Niners in the blowout. That's what I'm hoping. So all I know is going to be a darn good game. Good game or not, every Super Bowl I want to be a good game except this one. I want the Niners to blow them out. and so here is my Super Bowl prediction. Okay, Chiefs. Rush defense sucks. Okay, and we have the best run offense in the league. I know the Ravens were ahead of us, but we're better overall run offense with McCaffrey, and the zone schemes that Shanahan dials up. So I think we run heavy. It frees up the play action for Purdy. Purdy shakes off nerves after probably a nervous first quarter. We keep the Chiefs down because they're not an explosive offense, and I feel like we start blowing it open second or third quarter. My final score, and this is nuts because nobody thinks this is going to happen, but this is the way I see the Niners winning. I think close game favors the Chiefs. If the Niners are going to do this, they got to blow it open. I say 38-17 Niners. That's why I'm putting my stake in the ground. I cannot wait to see how wrong I am, but it's going to be fun. But I see Shanahan with 2 weeks of preparation. The last time he had 2 weeks of prep for a team, we went into Jacksonville in the Jags home when they were 9-2 or 7-2, and we beat them 35-3. This Niners team is going to come out better than we've seen them. That's my prediction. We feel like the underdogs, even though we're favored. I think we come out, the offense hums, and the Chiefs just don't have enough with those receivers to catch up to us. So that's my wild prediction. I kind of think it goes down like the Bucs-Chiefs Super Bowl a couple years ago, where it's not Mahomes' fault. He just doesn't have the team around him. So that's what I'm thinking happens. Let's go over, for you degenerate gamblers, our prop bets here. For every bitter Cowboys fan, go Chiefs. Listen, man, I get it. You gotta hate the Niners, but this is Team America here. The Niners this time. We're going up against Taylor Swift and Pfizer, and it's America's team right now. That's where we're at. In fact, I shared something a little fun today for how I think about the little Kelseyites. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Chiefs tailgate party. That's how I think about it. Yeah, Tony's out. He's been out the last couple games. It never looks good for a team when they shut somebody down. They said he's injured. He said he's not. So that's never good for a team going into a Super Bowl. The Chiefs guard, their star guard, is injured. He's out. So their offensive line, their tackles aren't very good. So they got Chase Young and Bosa run against those weak tackles. It's going to be good. Honey Badger prop bets for Taylor Swift wardrobe malfunction. I would say that's like a plus 15,000 on that one, since she's not even doing the doing it. So doing the halftime show, it's Usher, but you never know. Kitties, not much of a hand egg fan. Oh, Niners, that's funny. You watch, you're gonna go do your taxes. I like it. That's fun. I already did mine, thank God. That'd be the least watched Super Bowl ever. That's fine. I don't care. You know, the Niners fans are showing up 3-1. This is going to be like a home game for the Niners. That's another thing that goes into it. So, all right, let's go through some of these prop bets. Length of national anthem. Oh, Reba McEntire singing the national anthem. Over under 87.5 seconds. I'm putting it under on Reba. You know why? Because Reba does not have a powerful voice anymore. She's old. She always kind of has that twangy low voice. So I say it's a quick. She's not going to hold that Rockets red glare like line that long. So I'll keep it all under. I'm going heads on the coin toss. Niners game win. Game total. So I said 38-17, which would put it way over 47.5. 47.5 though is kind of high. You can be 23 to 24 against that, still be under. So that's a good game. First offensive play of the game. If it's the Niners, it's a run. And I think the Chiefs filled out with a run too. So that's what I'm looking at there. Will there be a score in the first 7 minutes? These are two of the best offensive coaches of all time. There's, in my opinion, no way a team doesn't score in the first 7 minutes. You're not watching, Donna? That's all right. You know what? The way I've always seen it, Super Bowl is a good excuse to get together, hang out, eat some junk food. My kids, the ones that aren't into football, they like watching the commercials. It's still a good time. It's a good excuse to have some fun. Jordan, those couches. Jordan, the couches? What does that even mean? The most expensive seats of the Super Bowl, $750K. Holy smokes. No, I didn't know that. I had somebody offer me seats for $5,000 each. yeah, didn't quite take those. Couldn't, but yeah, the over's ridiculous winner. Are you saying for the game total, Kit? What's the odds on that? That's the only thing is on this list. I don't see the odds, and I think they just post all these prop bets without odds. Hi.
I almost done.
Not right now. Okay, go. Close the door, please. Thank you. Daddy's talking football. It's always the 4-year-old. Jersey number, first TD score. All right, so this is important. If it's the Niners, we got Kittle, 85, odd number. We got Debo, 19, odd number. Ayuk, what is Ayuk? Is he 11? I think he's 11. So, and McCaffrey's 23. So basically, if the Niners, it's an odd, you think it's the Niners going to score for us? Odd number. Kelsey, 84. Pacheco, 10. Rice, 4. So this right here, jersey number, first TD score, you're looking at, do you think it'll be the Chiefs who score first or the Niners? And if it's the Niners, it's odd. If the Chiefs, it's even. Purdy, 13. Okay. So Mahomes won't run it in. They protect him too much. But so that's how I see that going. I would say I think the Niners always defer. So the Chiefs will probably have it first. And being that they'll probably come out with a score to start. So I would guess even number on there. Kit says 74.5 should be the over. You think a high scoring game. Kit, you got to tell me, man, what's your score on this? 74.5 is crazy. Kitties, you have to support the Niners if you're from the East Bay. Come on. It's like, I can't stand the Bay Area. I'll be honest, for a lot of reasons, politically mostly. I love visiting. It's beautiful. Well, it used to be beautiful. But I will tell you, I just can't get the Niners out of my system growing up in Cali. You got 7, Mike, for the first score? First accepted penalty. I think it'll be against the Niners because I have a feeling the refs are going to be pulling for the Chiefs in this game. A score in the final 2 minutes of the first half, I would say yes. These teams are both excellent in the 2-minute drill. Will a team score 3 consecutive times? I would say that's probably a no. That's going to be hard. Even though Niners play bend don't break defense, I just don't see the Chiefs being able to do that, and the Chiefs defense too excellent for that. This game is too close for 3 consecutive scores. You're one of 7 at Airbnb, Donna. Tacos tonight? Oh, you guys are talking Bitcoin stuff. All right. Well, I'll let you guys talk. Niners, let's go. What's up, Lockup? Adam Aaron's a Chiefs fan. Oh, see, even better. Man, this kid's... Oh, you got 7 kids, Mike? That's congratulations, buddy. I got 6. So that's awesome, man. Adam Aaron's a Chiefs fan. That's another reason to hate the Chiefs right now. I don't mind Mahomes. I think he's a great player. I actually love watching him play, except when it's against my team. But the rest of what's going on with the Chiefs right now, they're becoming an evil empire, and I'm not a big fan of that. Eric, under 10.5 total points or false. You sound like a true Steelers fan, Eric. Liking those low scores. Who's George Kittle? You like his name? George Kittle. Georgie. He's our resident Thor. You got to see George Kittle. Come on. He's our guy. His scraggly beard's pretty ugly, but I mean, but he's a boss, man. He's the man. He's our tight end, 85. Best tight end in the league this year, by the way, against everything old Vince told me. Vince, you were so wrong about Kittle. I got to tell you. My buddy Vince, he said at the beginning that Kittle sucks. Beginning of the season, I was just that was rough. Brock Purdy passing yards. Where they don't have a number here. Well, that's stupid. We need a number on that. I'm gonna have to pull up some prop bets here. I don't like they don't have numbers. Not okay. Maybe USA Today's got them. Oh, shut up. All right, these are kind of fun too. All right, let's go through some of these. All right, who's got color Gatorade? What you guys got? Yeah, I think Debo's going to have an awesome game, Kit. I agree with you. Philip, you have to admit you would not enjoy seeing me wall and sorry for a team whose name shall not be spoken. Listen, it'll suck if they lose, trust me. But I am prepared for it because I know I'm going up against the Mahomes, the best player in the league, and I'm going up against the NFL and Taylor Swift. So I know that we are technically, even though we're the favorites, we're really the underdogs. To everybody who knows how this works. But does that mean we can't win? No. I think we're going to blow it up. Kittle's the best tight end in the league, but is very overs fancy football. What? Mahomes is 10-1 against spread. I know. Trust me, I know all the Mahomes stats. They're terrifying. The KC kid sued the media for saying we're blackface. Yeah, that was beautiful. All right, what's everybody got on the Gatorade? I tend to think that Gatorade's going to be orange. That just seems like a more normal Gatorade color. So that'd be my guess. I'd go orange or yellow. That was where I'd go. You think it's going to be almost guaranteed because of team colors? Maybe. But isn't that a little too easy? I think that might be a little too easy. First team to call timeout. I would almost certainly put this on the Niners. Shanahan likes to call his timeout, especially the first half. First team to attempt a coach's challenge. Both teams don't challenge a lot. So I would say I think that goes Andy Reid. On the Chiefs, final score be a scoregami. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that means. Opening kickoff result, I would say touchback. Returned. There's no way it's going to be returned. Opening kickoff return for a touchdown. That's plus 5,000. Good luck with that one. I definitely don't see that happening. Overrated. Oh, I see, Vince. I don't know. He was pretty good in fantasy this year. Tight ends. There's no good tight ends in fantasy. That's the problem. Yellow, it says Eric. Blue for Pfizer, says Kit. Blue for Pfizer. I like it. That's hilarious. Will the first play from scrimmage result in a first down? I would say, I'd say with these two coaches, you might as well go for the odds on that one and say yes. The 340 is nice. Negative 500 is not. So you don't want to put up $100 and get 5 back. That's not even worth it. Total yards going on first play again. You want to go with the better odds here because these don't really even matter. I'd say under 3.5. All right, here's some fun. Who will have more receiving yards? Ayuk, you're looking for the deep pass, and he probably will get more catches, but Debo can break the big one. I would go with Debo like Kit here. I think Debo could break a big one today. I do. We might see a 50, 70-yarder with Debo. It'd be super fun. I love it. I think this is my least watched live ever, and I don't even care. Fumble loss of the first half. I'm going to say yes, because I think there's going to be a lot of nerves. So you guys feel free to join in with your opinions on any of these. So fumble loss of the first half. What do you think? I think yes. I think with the nerves, and somebody in the Super Bowl always does something dumb the first half, whether it's a receiver, a running back, maybe even a defensive player gets like a interception and then drops it while they're running it back. That's how I see that going. So McCaffrey, anytime TD, that's a no-brainer. Eric says no on the fumble. I don't know, man. See, with the odds, is it even worth putting that up unless you think there's a chance for yes? I would say no. Kit seems to know his props. So, Kit, what do you think, buddy? Christian, I mean, that's an easy one. All right, Bosa, 2 or more sacks. He had 2 last week against the Lions, and they have maybe the best offensive line in the league. And he tore up the Packers, even though he didn't get a sack. He was pressuring them nonstop. The Chiefs don't have good tackles, but also Mahomes almost never gets sacked. So I would say stay away from this one, even though it's tempting. Bosa might be the best edge rusher in the league, but this is Mahomes is just too good. You called all the players and told them not to fumble. Well, I'm glad you have all their numbers, Eric. Is that because they all get Medicaid? No one can sack Mahomes. That's true. Travis Kelce, 11 or more receptions. There's no way. No way with Warner guarding him in the middle. I just don't see that happening. But first interception of the game. What if we just say there's none? But you see how this is almost like the Chiefs have lower odds because they're expecting that Purdy would throw one. If Purdy throws an interception, in my opinion, it's going to be most likely to a linebacker, because he'll be getting rushed and it'll be probably a short field throw. Taylor Swift, she's can't trust that girl. And as far as Mahomes goes, I don't think Mahomes throws a pick, so I'd stay away from all the Niners there. If Mahomes throws a pick, it's going to be at the end of the game, probably a long bomb to a safety, would be my guess. 2.5 home runs. Here's the interception odds. I would say, I think no. I think we see no interceptions at all, because I think Purdy, it's going to be a conservative game plan with Shanahan, and I think he's going to be throwing to wide open guys the whole game, and I think Mahomes is just Mahomes. So we might see a really clean Super Bowl offensively, like we saw last year. That would be my guess on there. Touchdown for the 1 yard line. You got to go with the yes on this. That almost always happens. Taylor Swift to get proposed to? That's no way that's going to happen. No way that's going to happen. I mean, I guess I could see it as a stunt, but with her history, she just got out of a 6-year relationship, and then jumped onto Kelsey. This is just a big old media frenzy relationship. I see no way in hell she gets proposed to. That's my guess. But there's always, I guess, the outside chance. But that's why it's 1,000 to 1. You guys have other good prop bets? Post them in the chat. Let's talk about them. I want to hear your best prop bets. I want to hear your best predictions. I want it. Lay it on me. This is just having fun today. Who's actually putting money on this? That's what I want to know too. And if you are, I want to know what you're putting money on. And let me know. The other thing I want to know is, what is your number one Super Bowl food? I want to know what your number one Super Bowl food is. Meow Homes could very well throw Meow Homes? I haven't heard of that one. Mark, so true when it comes to Taylor Swift, relationship, career, train wreck. When it comes to Taylor Swift, her money, career, she's ace. There you go. Yeah, I would agree with that. Will Christian McCaffrey's longest rush be for 18 or more yards? I would slam the yes on that. Even though it's weird that the odds are worse on that than they are here. So that means that it's favored. That's kind of crazy. That's it, man. These prop bets suck. Where are the good prop bets? Hey guys, Kit, you might be one. Throw me the site with the best prop bets. Somebody do that, because I'm not getting the fun prop bets I want to pull up. Let's see at the Ringer. I like the Ringer. All right, we already talked about Reba. I have to make this smaller. All right, we already talked about Reba. I say under. Reba to wear white boots. what do you guys think? Taylor Swift breakup song this summer guaranteed. Yeah, market 8, dude. Market 8. Eric, if Swift looks pissed at the end, then you know she was promised the Chiefs would win, the 49ers stole from them. I mean, or she's just, pissed. I mean, I don't know, promised they would win, but expectations for sure. Mark, your sister's in Reno right now. We just went half on prop. So I was telling you earlier, we have 2 different bats, one 3-team parlay, the other one a 14. You won a 14 parlay? No. Are you serious? Is that what you're telling me? You won a 14-way parlay? That's nuts. Vince, you have about 10 prop bets for today. McCaffrey anytime TD, Kelsey TD score, Pacheco over 15.5 carries, Kelsey over 69.5 reception yards. Both teams to kick field goals are. Vince, that's a banger. I kind of agree with all those. I would ask you if you could parlay all those, because those seem like big connection. Like those almost seem like all guaranteed. Because Kelsey, I think he's going to get slowed down by our guys, but I don't think it's going to be. I don't think he's going to go off. But 70 yards sounds about right. Your yes on the fumble, Carl. See, Carl gets me. He understands. Eric, she would trust me. She was promised. We'll see. Reba, I think Reba comes out in brown boots, so I'm gonna go 325 on that one. Coin toss tail. We already talked about that. Oh, here we go. Deebo Samuel big play parlay plus almost 20,000. Deebo Samuel under 4.5 catches. Deebo over 80. Deebo over 16.5. That's a pretty good parlay. $10 wins you $2,000 on this. Who would take this? I think I would take this. Under 4.5 catches, that's pretty normal for Deebo because he gets a lot of screens and then he turns them into big plays. And then he'll break some. So if he breaks that one big one, you get the 80. And then Deebo, he usually gets 2 or 3 rushing attempts a game, and he averages about 6-7 yards. So that would put him right here. I think this is a banger. I think that's a banger parlay. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think I'd take that. Mark, prop Niners -2 win over for. I know you told me that. Is that did you parlay that too, Mark? Were you able to put that together as a parlay? What were your odds? If you got that, I want to know your odds. Jason Kelsey under 1 shirt for the second half. Did you guys see him in the game against the Bills with the shirt off? It's so funny. Here it is. The T-Rex in Jurassic Park. That's too funny. I love it. It's too funny. George Kittle to have 110 plus receiving yards, odds 880. I would say with this, it's possible because you can always catch. Kittle can always catch that big one. He'll catch a 70-yarder every few games, and so that would put him easy over this. Look for Shanahan to scheme something up. So Mark says he would do that Deebo one. Yeah, that's a great parlay. Kittle for 110 odds plus 880. That's extremely high for Kittle to have just a game he has, 4 or 5 times a year. So I think I would definitely jump on that. You say no way on Kittle? Well, their corners are pretty good. So if their corners are slowed down a little bit, I could see Kittle breaking one over the middle. It all depends on a big play. That's what I would say. It all depend on the big play. The only actually good bet in this article. Parlay, Samuel over 25, Kittle under 3.5, Kittle over 50, 40-1 payout. That's pretty good. Pedro's latest reply to AA. Okay, let me go look. Let's bring up old Pedro. I don't know why it's not showing him. Oh, there he was. It's Elon. I mean, Pedro must be a graphic designer or something. It's too funny. Mark R pays 9.5 to 1. Oh, so you did parlay it? That's beautiful. That's a beautiful parlay you put together. Pedro's too funny, man. I don't know how he does all those face replacements. The guy who does the ones for me too. It's too funny. All right, let's see here. Odds. 11,000 plus 11,000. Travis Kelce under 6.5 catches. I could see that happening actually if they put a Warner on man and Greenlaw man on him. Kelce over 72.5 receiving yards, so he'd be going 12 yards a catch at 6. Yeah, you could do that. Mahomes under 1.5, so they're running a lot. Over 262. If Mahomes, the only thing I don't like is if Mahomes is over 262, he's throwing more than 2 touchdowns. And Isaiah Pacheco, anytime touchdown, win $1,100 for 10. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I don't like how these two match up though. I don't like that at all. Super Bowl bets. Kelce plus 1,400. There's no way Kelce wins. If the Chiefs win, it's going to be Mahomes. McCaffrey, that seems low. Well, actually, no, that seems perfect. Because, yeah, if they win, it'll most likely be McCaffrey or Purdy. Debo is 2,500. Debo could do that. He could have a Eagles game where he has 3 touchdowns and a ton of yards because he breaks some big ones. So that wouldn't surprise me at all. Henry Thomas, that's the Niners DB who gets burned all the time, plus 75,000. That might be worth just throwing $5 on just to see what happens. That's pretty funny. Winning bets that aren't sexy. Debo over 3.5 first carry. I would say that's almost guaranteed. Jawan Jennings over 1.5. I could see Jawan easily getting only 1 catch. 49ers players over 6.5 players to catch a pass. Odds are even on that. 6.5 is a lot. I would say it's 5 or 6. I wouldn't go for the 6.5 over. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is the first RB to record 10 plus receiving yards. I wouldn't touch that. There's no way he jumps ahead of McCaffrey on that. 20 plus is 3,500. That's a pretty good odds though. The I Hate America parlay. Here we go. Mahomes under 262, under 1.5 passing touchdowns. Kelce under 72.5. McCaffrey under 90 rushing yards. Debo under 58 receiving yards. Kittle under 50. Ayuk under 62. This is a low scoring game, but I do believe this would be possible. Those are crazy odds too. So if you believe the score will be like 24-20, something like that, 17-15, if you think it'll be a low scoring defensive game, this is a great parlay. This is great. I'd easily put 10 to $20 on that. I wonder where you can get all these. I'm guessing Team Rough to win the Puppy Bowl. This is America, baby. Root for the puppies. Over 100 likes. There's no way I'm getting 100 likes on this video. This will be my least watched video of all time, and I don't even care. I don't even care. So, all right. Those are good props. Anybody else have a good prop bet? Throw it out there. I want to know. Because in North Carolina, I still can't bet on games without a VPN. And it bums me out a little bit, honestly. I wanted to be able to put up like 50 to 100 bucks today on some bets. And I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to go the old VPN route or offshore accounts route, be like a short seller. That just didn't seem fun to me. So, but if you guys find some good props, let me know. I'm going to try to get some people to throw some money in on this with me because I'm going all in on the Niners. I'm telling you, 38-17, the $20 on the wiener dog. Is that like the big big old Bill hot dog? What wiener dog are you talking about? Yeah, I won't do offshore. I'm too scared of that stuff. I wish we had DraftKings. North Carolina passed it to be legal, but they aren't implementing it until March for the March Madness. I'm like, the hell, guys? You don't implement it in time for the NFL playoffs? What's wrong with you? 95 Chiefs. Is that Chris Jones? Chris Jones is healthy. The guard is not. And so their offensive line is not that great. And that's okay. That's great for us because we have talent on our D line. They haven't been living up to it lately, but we got a lot of talent. So hopefully that creates a lot of pressure. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, Niners 38-17. The case is that after 2 weeks, Shanahan dials up the perfect game plan. I think Purdy is the real deal. I think he's going to – it's 95 defense. That must be Chris Jones. I'm pretty sure he's playing. Yeah, he's a stud. The Niners' perfect game plan, I think Purdy shows up. Any real nerves he would have had, he shook off for sure in that Lions game. That comeback was huge. The Niners, after the last 2 weeks, know that they can come back against anyone in any situation. We're basically the home team. It's 3-1 Niners fans showing up because it's Vegas. It's close to California. And then good versus evil, man. We got Pfizer on the one side with Kelsey. The Niners, you're facing Taylor Swift. You're not going to win. Listen, I'm not going to be that negative. Sometimes the good win, and I'm going with us this time. In fact, I gotta pull this up. This has made me laugh. So funny. There you go, guys. That's why we got to win today. We got to be America's team. Team Jesus. It's so ridiculous. It's hilarious. We got to do this. Good. We got to win. The whole, what was I going to say? I don't think in most cases, like I think that, I definitely know that the refs get paid off for some games because of Vegas, because of what the NFL wants, whatever you want to say. That is non-negotiable. I mean, we've known it. We've had people admit it, all that. But when it comes to the Super Bowl, I've been watching the last 30 Super Bowls, and I can tell you that I can't think of one where I thought that it was completely rigged for one team, with one exception that is a maybe, but there was some terrible calls in the Steelers-Seahawks game. That's the only one that was even questionable, and I don't think that was rigged, but it was. You could make a case, but the rest of it is I feel like I watch these sports all the time. I played sports. I understand how it works. I don't think I've ever seen a Super Bowl that felt rigged to me in modern days. And the guys play it. I mean, you can't script 52 players playing 11-11. You can't script that. You can't coordinate it. It's just impossible. So my point is the NFL might want that. They might want, the refs might throw it in there a little bit, but that still doesn't stop the players. And there's a lot of good reasons to think the Niners win too. I mean, it's better for the NFL long term if the Chiefs have a rival, and the Niners are young enough where we could be a rival for a while. You're right. I haven't seen a Taylor Swift Bowl. That is true. But it's good for the league if the Chiefs have a rival. It's good for the league if the Niners are good. So I don't know. I think there might be questionable calls, and if they do, they'll probably favor the Chiefs. But I also think there's a chance it's called fairly. But I also, even if it's not, I think we're good enough where if we bring up our best game, we can blow it open. I really think we can blow it open. This Chiefs team does not scare me on offense. They scare me on defense. But our offense, we're the best in the league. We're the second best our offense by metrics in the last decade. We're awesome. And so if Purdy shows up, we're winning. That's all I'll tell you right now. If Purdy plays well, we're winning. And that's why I think we blow it open. I really do. I think the Chiefs it's after the last 3 games for the Chiefs, 2 weeks means you lose your momentum. Andy Reid is a great coach. He'll have a good game plan, but at the same time, this Chiefs team is just not that talented. They weren't good all year. They were good, but not great all year. They've looked great in the playoffs. I think they go back to being normal. And I think we go back to who we were the first half of the year, around when we beat the Eagles, smashed them. I think that's what's going to happen. So Purdy's not good under pressure. Bro, Purdy is number 1 against the blitz in the league. Purdy's most productive when blitzed, getting a league high 53 passing EPA against the blitz. Purdy led the league with 11 touchdowns on passes outside the tackle box, 4 of which came against the blitz, tied for first. Brock Purdy versus the blitz, 69%. Second, yards per attempt, 10.4. First, TD interceptions, first. Passer rating, first. Pass EPA, first. Dude, Purdy is awesome under pressure. What are you talking about? Taylor Swift's a man. I'm not going to go that far. Taylor Swift doesn't look like a man at all. She's thin. I've watched her whole career. I mean, there's no way she's a man. Come on. Now, we can talk if you want to talk about Michelle Obama, but not Taylor Swift. Mike Lang, I better enjoy this because it's going to be the Lions next year and the years after this. Listen, all I care is we win this year. If we lose in the first round of the playoffs next year, I'm happy to root for the Lions. I would root for you guys if we're out of it. But I think we're going to be good for years. You know, guys, we are stacked in the we can bring everybody back. Our team should be the exact same next year. Mark says there's never really been hard evidence or actual proof. I've heard of cheating or corruption in the NFL. If you have anything, yeah, I haven't seen any actual proof. There's that one interview with a guy in the 80s where he says he was told, he wrote a book about it, but he said he found like 8 games over 3 years. It's not every game. Niners average points per game 29, Chiefs 20. Yeah, exactly. Chiefs don't have an offense, like a great offense. Purdy against mediocre teams, 15. So are you calling yourself a mediocre team? So he smashed the Cowboys and Eagles. KC shouldn't even be here. Flags got them here. Third down conversion need 70%. I mean, I don't doubt that. I know they love KC but I will say that I felt like the games were pretty fair the last few weeks. I think KC just showed up, especially against the Ravens. I don't want to say it was refs. I've seen games where refs took over the game. I don't think that was it. Not saying they didn't get a call here or there, but I don't think the refs were the reason they won. Chiefs have a 10-point boost. They have nuggies on. Taylor has this figure of a 12-year-old boy. I don't completely agree with that. It reminds you of the aluminum monster. Aluminum monster. That's too funny. Look at that, Purdy versus the blitz. I mean, come on. How could you say Purdy's not good against pressure? He's such a baller. Boom. Perfect pass on a dot. Purdy's a man. Eagles weren't healthy. Get out of here. Who was missing? You guys had all your stars. You had Lane Johnson most of the year. You had Hurts, your star receivers. Your running backs were good. Your O-line, even if it's missing Lane Johnson for a few games, you're still one of the best O-lines in the league. Your defense wasn't like shattered. Dude, Rosie, your problem isn't your injuries. Your problem was your coaching. And your problem is also Hurts is totally overrated. He had that one great season when you guys were so stinking talented and had awesome coordinators. But he's not good enough to overcome bad coaching. I just don't see that you guys had injuries bad enough. I think your coaching, you fell apart as a team. They played with it. Come on, Rosie. Are you kidding me? That's the lamest excuse ever. Your coaches are terrible. Sirianni, I don't know what I think about him, but your coordinators were awful this year. Coordinators were awful. For Ravens wideout were mauled. No flag. I mean, I saw that on 1 or 2 plays, but I don't think it was like the whole game. Also, Kit, that doesn't change the fact that Lamar was just bad in that game. Purdy wasn't just third string, man. Purdy's the last pick of the draft. He's unbelievable. This is like the craziest. Brock Purdy is having one of the craziest seasons. He's going to have one of the craziest careers I've ever seen. I mean, I love this kid. He's unbelievable. Finally see Taylor Swift as he can't afford Arizona. That's too funny. His contract isn't even $1 million a year. I want to see some of the Purdy stats because his stats are sick. It just doesn't even make sense that he's as good as he is. Everybody's like, oh, he's just on a great team. You know how many quarterbacks have been on great teams and yet still suck? It does not matter. I'm not saying they didn't have injury, Rosie. I'm not saying they didn't have injuries. I'm saying you guys are too good and had too many players still playing for injuries to be the excuse. That's what I'm telling you. Will there be a challenge flag used? I'm guessing there'll probably be at least one. I mean, it's a Super Bowl. You got to go all out. KC was outscored total yards both games against Bills and Ravens. Listen, you watched that game, though, Kit. Lamar was not good. He was not good in that game. That was not MVP football. It was easily overcome. Chiefs still only put up 17. Purdy's a bottom 5 QB. Backstage, come on. Do you even watch football? You cannot be a bottom 5 quarterback and put up these stats. You cannot be a bottom 5 quarterback and put up these stats. Almost 70% completion, led the league in yards per attempt, the most, I think, since Manning in 2004. Passer rating 112. You cannot be a bottom 5 and put those numbers up. You can't. Jimmy G had this exact same offense and team and could not put up anything close to these numbers. All right, I'm telling you, I've been watching football for way too long. That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. Bottom 5 quarterback. Get out of here. Get out of here. That's ridiculous talk. I want to see one of these graphics that puts up like his season. That's funny. I'm having trouble finding them. This is well, all right, you guys, right? We'll see. Love to have the bottom 5 QB on my fantasy team. That's right, Eric. See? Rosie, are you kidding me? Peyton Manning. Do you think Peyton Manning sucked? Because Peyton Manning threw up 6 interceptions in a game. All right? Let's see who's put up 4 interception games. Those are the most 4 interception games. It's not going to let me see all of them. QBs who've thrown 4 interceptions in a game. Joe Burrow. Does he suck? Does Joe Burrow suck? Does Trevor Lawrence suck? Does Lamar Jackson suck? Does who else threw 4 interceptions a game? Does Phillip Rivers, Hall of Fame Phillip Rivers, sucks? I know Manning. I don't know why Manning's not on here. He had 6 interceptions against the Chargers in a game. Every quarterback throws 4 interceptions in a game once in a while. Rosie's just hating. I know. He's just hating because Brock Purdy was 5 times better than Jalen Hurts this year. AFC teams always crying about Mark, 49ers yards per game, almost 400. Chiefs yards, 350. Wow. You're going to pump KC today, puts on SF. That's right, man. Go for it. I'm telling you, I think we shocked the world. I'm excited. I want to see where it shows Manning. I don't know if Brady ever did it, though. That's interesting. Did Brady ever throw? Oh, this won't even tell me their names. Let's see. Most interceptions thrown by Tom Brady in a game. Oh, Tom Brady. He did it 6 times. Oh, but Brock Purdy sucks because he throws 4 interceptions in a game. Duh, but Tom Brady did it 6 times. Does he suck? Oh, let's see. This whole Brock Purdy hate is so stupid. Manning, 6 interceptions. Yep, I remember that game. That was nuts. That was nuts. Rushing yards per game. Rushing yards per game. Niners 140. Chiefs 105. I'm telling you, the rush percentage, like the Niners, I think, first of all, the Niners don't have a great rush defense. We don't. It's our weakness. But with 2 weeks to prepare, I think we can stop Pacheco because they're a middle of the road rush offense. So that means Mahomes has to beat us throwing all day with Rashee Rice as his number one receiver and Kelsey tight end, where Kelsey's old and going to be covered by the best coverage linebacker in football with Fred Warner. I'm telling you, the setup for a Niners blowout is here. Taylor wears grandma underwear. Where'd you hear that? Is that a new conspiracy we're starting? Bosa's whack. Are you saying Bosa sucks? Defensive player of the year last year, Bosa? Kansas City 31-27. Look at, they're coming out of the woodwork. All these, I don't know how the Niners are favored. The only way the Niners are favored, because everybody except for people on this feed are rooting for or believe the Chiefs are going to win. I think the only way the Niners are favored is because it's the Vegas guys. The Vegas guys know Niners are the better team. That's why I think it's going to happen. Did you see Pedro here? I love it. Pedro with the how many years did you go to jail? I'm going to hit life. That's great. Against Adam Aaron. That's too funny. All right. Before we go out, guys, I want your final scores. I want your final scores and your best prop bet. I have Niners 38-17 in a shock the world Super Bowl. They blow it open. They fixed their defensive issues over the last 2 weeks. They put together an unbelievable offensive game plan. That's my prediction. I think the Niners have like 150 yards rushing. Purdy throws like 240 yards, but he's just under control, has about 2 touchdowns, and makes a couple awesome plays. They don't rely on him to win though. And I think it's going to surprise everybody. Mark has backstage has KC scoring like more points than they've scored all year. Let's look at KC's Kansas City's schedule. 42-3 says Rosie. Rosie, are you bitter? Are you bitter? Did you just inverse the Niners Eagles score? I'm sorry. That's not completely true. You guys put up 19 in a noble effort to not look like you got absolutely shellacked. All right. Let's look at the Chiefs schedule this year. See, Niners 16-5. I wouldn't put any money on that one there, Eric. Big Swede 42-35 Niners. I like that one. All right, here we go. Let's see what the Chiefs put up as far as points this year. All right, so that's preseason. We don't look at preseason. So 2017, they had a 41 against the Bears when the Bears were trash. 23, 27, 19, 31 against the Chargers. The only 9 against the Broncos. 21, beat by the Eagles. 31 against the Raiders. So they broke 30 3 times in the whole season against trash competition. How are they going to put up that much against the Niners? I don't see how that happens. I don't see that happening. Meanwhile, 49ers, all we do is win. 37, 30, 30, 35, 42. This is our bad streak, 19, 17, 17. I was without Debo and Trent Williams. Then we're back, 34, 27, 31, 42, 28, 45. Even against the Ravens with 4 picks, we put up 19. And then this last game, we didn't even have any starters in. So, I mean, come on. If you just look at offense, the problem, the scary thing for me is our defense. If our defense shows up, this game is over. This game is over if it shows up. So that's how it's going to go. Zacharias says Chiefs are going to win. You guys, listen, if you want to root for this, if you want to root for if this is what you want to root for, I mean, that's up to you. You guys, you know, that's your prerogative. Go Pfizer. Go COVID vaccines. Rooting for the Chiefs. This is what you're going to get. Can't wait to see Taylor crying when she loses. Oh, hold on. I just want to leave that image up there. There you go. That's what the Chiefs fans are rooting for. Congratulations. What's up, KYP? How you doing? Just having fun today, KYP. We're doing Niners talk. Mark, your dream also will not be funny, and Kelsey, instead of proposes or breaks out with her, it says screw off like I mean, I don't know. She'd probably break up with him first, honestly. Your family's going crazy. KYP, that setup for the Niners that your family had was awesome. I'm so jealous of them. I wish I lived among a bunch of crazy Niners fans. I have a few fun Niners fans down the street. That's where I'm going to watch Super Bowl. That'll be fun, but it's not the same big thing. Also, my buddy, my best friend in North Carolina, who I've gotten to know, he's my next door neighbor. He's a big Niners fan. The guy freaking got to go to Vegas for work, so he's in Vegas while the Super Bowl's going on. He doesn't get to go, but he's with all the party and stuff, and he ditched me for the Super Bowl, so whatever. But I'm happy for him. Anyways, all right, guys. Hey, this was fun. I had a good time. I just wanted to have some fun going over the Niners stuff. Again, 38-17. I'm calling it right here. Mostly, you want a Niners win because it stops a 50-yard proposal. Listen, I already don't think they'll propose, but if they lose, there's no way because Taylor will not get proposed to by a loser. That's how I see it. So, but guys, this is going to be a fun Super Bowl. This is going to be fun. I hope even if you don't like the teams, you don't like football that much, you still find something fun to do today. Have some drinks, have some fun food, enjoy the game, enjoy the commercials, laugh with people, whatever you got to do. I hope today is just a fun day. This is a good day. It's kind of a celebration day. It's basically a national holiday. I want everybody to have a good time. We have to do this. We can't always be thinking about what's going on in the world and in stocks. Sometimes we just have to enjoy something that's worth enjoying. And this is one of those things. It's just a good excuse to get together and have a fun time. And if your team's in it, like mine, yeah, baby, even more reason. I am pumped. This is unbelievable. I can't believe we made it. I'm so stoked. Please, 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 Jesus, let us win. So Google has Niners at 51%. Last I saw was it was 53%. So I guess this is Bing. So this is where I got to hope that Bing is smarter than Google for the first time maybe ever. But they have it at 53.3%. So put in the books, Niners 28-26. That would be a nail biter. God. I mean, I want us to win no matter what. But the last thing I want, if we win, is a nail biter because I just don't want to be sick the whole time. But if it happens, and we win, it'll be worth it. But I'm praying for a blowout or at least something that I don't have to feel so uncomfortable. You just watch it to see Taylor Swift, James? That's too funny. If Niners win, the finger squeeze will be delayed by 6 weeks. Rosie, come on. You got to think more positive than that. think about this. I'm the guy who's been, on YouTube more than anybody else except William, and William doesn't care. And so I'm the guy who's like on these things. So you got to figure that if something like this momentous happens good for me, then maybe that's a good sign for all of us, right? That's what I like to put into your program in your head. You darn Phillies hater. Watch the lights going out. That was the last Niners Super Bowl. You know that? Against the Ravens when we almost came back. Does Travis wear diapers too? Probably. Good luck. Thanks, Mark. I'll take it. Philip, you say 17-12? So like one touchdown in the whole Super Bowl with these teams? I just can't see it being a low-scoring game. I really can't. Not with these defenses and the studs on offense. But bless you guys. Thank you so much for this fun, stupid live I put together. It was just fun. I just wanted to have a good time today. So thanks for stopping by, all 50 of you. I appreciate it. It's just a good time. This is a hangout. And, let's see how the game goes. There's a chance I'll be on tonight, licking my wounds or celebrating. And either way, I might not be able to speak straight. I'm just warning you because this has already started. I got to go get a refill. But that's my day. But you guys are the absolute best. Love you guys. Find a way to have fun today. That's all I got to tell you. Find a way to have fun. 49-24 SF. I love it, Vin, man. I got 38-17, but 49-24 is right in the same vein. Let's see it. The last team I think that scored 50 in the Super Bowl was us. 55-10 against the Broncos. So, yeah, but anyways, 42-3, Rosie. There's no way we scored 3 points. Are you kidding me? Even in our bad losses, we scored 17 this year. But all right, guys, have a great time. Have some fun with friends and eat some good. And if I see you later, I might not remember it,